always forget to check my microphone before stream. But it's working! Yay! Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I just went live, then I got turned off because it didn't auto stream to YouTube for some reason. So I had to reset OBS because OBS had an update today. Well, not today, later this week, but I didn't have time. It was like 50 minutes before I started streaming the last time. I believe it was last Saturday. During our TLM for extra live stream, we didn't raise as much as I hoped. I was like 750. I'm taking it slow. No, last time we had over 1500. And I set a goal for 750. We only raised 250. It wasn't much. Then again, there was also a little bit that was over at Cribbage and more, but still, it wasn't as much as I expected and or hoped. Maybe it was to be expected because, well, the economy isn't the best right now. World economy, there is a lot of things changing. So there's a lot of insecurity. So people, yeah, keep tight gripped on their money, and I totally get that. So yeah, oh man, where to start? Well, how am I doing? Let's start with that. Let's start with me. Comes and goes here in the side. It's, what do you call this area? It's a little underneath my diaphragm, but it's above my hip. It's my waistline, right? Let's call it my waistline. The left side on my waistline. Well, for you it's right, but for me it's left. It's still hurting. I'm going to see the general practitioner tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, and hopefully he. Normally I have a C, but I have a replacement doctor, so I get a he. Knows something. Maybe I should take an X-ray or something because it's been a week now. And it still hurts. With certain movements, the normal movements, well, normal. I can sit, I can stand up, I can walk normally. Don't make any missteps because then it hurts like crazy. I cannot get in a car without manually lifting my left leg. If I try to pull it up like you normally would get into a car, it hurts like crazy. I cannot sneeze. Well, I can sneeze, but it hurts. Same with coughing, with laughing. So, but it doesn't feel like it's my ribs. It feels like it's my muscles. So, I'm working from home and I don't like that. For a day, that's okay, but I've been working from home for like 7 work days now, week and a half almost. So tomorrow also we'll be working from home, and then I will go to the general practitioner. So yeah, that. Anything else? Well, that's about it for me. Oh, I got a nice game. If you saw my schedule last week, so I can lift stuff. See, no problem. It's a big box. So we're playing this on Thursday, opening it up, playing the first chapter, see how it goes, learning the game. Should be fun, right? I haven't decided on which character, so if you're early in chat, you can help me decide the character. I have to help my mother first on Thursday. She's going to move next month, and well, she had fiber internet, but the location where she's going doesn't have fiber, so she's not entirely sure if she should what kind of subscription she should take right now for her internet and television. So I'm coming with her to assist her, basically consult her with what to do. We're going to a couple of providers and see which is best and go from there. So I'm currently looking at the fish doorbell It was on the news in the United States recently, apparently. I've been showing you people it sometimes. It barely shows any fish. There is a water flow going because I see all little light bursts of particles in the water moving back and forth, but I don't see a fish right now. I don't know if the fish are sleeping, but I don't see a fish right now. So no sense in ringing the doorbell. But the site has been becoming more and more popular anyway, so it's fun to watch if it does nothing. So the coffee of today is basically store brand espresso, which is still mostly milk, right? Yeah, it's 3/4 milk. So how much coffee is it actually? It should milk and making money. That's it. That could be the name. Hi James, good to see you. How are you? I was just about to talk about Final Frontier games because it's been a story. It's been a story. So for the people who have missed it, or people who are watching this afterwards and don't know, Store Espresso is espresso, the concentrated dark hot coffee, not the latte. Yeah, I don't know that they definitely. Well, they said it's brewed with real Arabica beans. And it has a nutrition score of C, so basically in the middle. I don't know. Let's see, it's half fat milk, 3/4, Arabica bean coffee, and it has a star, so I don't know what star says. Star. Rainforest Alliance certified. Sugar, caramelized sugar syrup, stabilizer, E407 and E339. And that's about it. That's what's in there. It's technically it says it's milk drink with 10% coffee. That's what it says here. It's a milk drink with 10% coffee, but it says on the big cover, it says iced coffee espresso. At some point, I will have my own coffee machine up here. At some point, I have some plans on changing the studio. Step 1, clean it all up. It's a big mess. I have punch boards, I have bags full of plastic and other trash that should be thrown away. I have all sorts of games that don't fit in my game room, but I have 2 new Calyxes coming up tomorrow, this Saturday, so the game room will be done. As soon as the game room is done, I will clean up this space, so next week I have a clean office. But I want a small Calyx over there, either a 3x2 or a 2x2, where I can put my brushes, my paints and everything, so I have that all close by when I do something painting. I want a small one over here, maybe a 1x2 over here, where I can put two drawers in there, and on top I can put a coffee machine. So there's that. Hi Dave, X is crazy. Dream big. Yeah, I'm definitely dream big. How many Calyxes in total do you have? Well, it's not really a good comparison, because I also have Calyxes in my living room, basically for Calyx, for my TV and my consoles and everything. But that's 2 downstairs, 2 2x4s, 1 upright, 1 laying down, and then the TV is on top of that, and then I have my Wii U, my Xbox, my PlayStation, my Switch, and a bunch of Legos in the other one, all stored up with drawers. Then I have a 4x4 in my bedroom that I need to sort out what I'm keeping or not, but mostly it's DVDs. And then I also have a 2x4. Then I have 2 5x5s in the game room, and 2 3x4s, I believe, as well, and there will be two 2x4s in there as well. As soon as it's all cleared up, I will make a nice video of the whole room. Maybe it's a good time to also put together my 3D printer, which I have had for the last 3 years, and it's still in the box. So maybe do that as well. So much stuff to do. And hi, Clyde man, good to see you too. So yeah, there's a lot, and then there's also two 3x1s, which is for my bathroom linen, so my towels, my washcloths, and basically that actually, and one box of clothesline pincers. And that's yeah, not fully healed yet. Then this Saturday there will no, this Friday we will pick up a 4x4 from my mother's home. That's going into my son's room. Then he's also getting a 3x2 Galax for his TV, because currently he has TV furniture, but it's way too deep, so he wants it shorter, so he's switching to a Galax. It's so easy, and you set a Galax up, especially the small ones, you can set them up in like 15-20 minutes, and then it's all standing up. Maybe even faster. With my experience of building Galaxes, I can build a 5x5 in less than half an hour. I remember one time that I was setting up a 5x5 during one of the Brothers Murph streams. And I was doing it without a hammer to punch the things together, because it was like 3 in the morning and I could not wake the neighbors. And I still got it done. So basically I had to push the shelves together. But yeah, oh man, that was an experience. I still did it in half an hour. So the only tool I had was the screw thingy that you get with it. So yeah, I've been sponsored by IKEA. Well, I've been sponsoring IKEA more than they have been sponsoring me. But yeah, when the game room is done and this whole area is cleaned up, I will make a nice little video tour so you know how small of an area this actually is. But then I will have my own coffee machine right here, and I can have fresh coffee during the stream. How awesome is that? Right? Might take a couple of months, because those last two Galaxies, the 2x2 and 2x1 here, I did not order those yet. I will order those when everything's cleaned up and I get my vacation money, as we call it. Because yeah, I don't think that's something that's very common in United States, but end of May or end of June, depending on which company you work for, you get 8% of your salary, your gross year salary, as vacation money. So basically it's money you can spend on vacation. Not everybody does it, but yay. It's not defined vacation, I'm defining vacation money. So yeah, that's how that works. It's not for everybody. If like my son doesn't get it because he has a 0-hour contract, so basically he gets his 8% every time he gets his salary, so he has to put it aside himself. But if you have a normal contract with a monthly wage, you get it every end of May, end of June. Depends on what the company chooses for. They have to do it before July, so basically before summer vacation starts. But summer vacation might start in June and then you're late. So but other people like me use it to, well, do some decorating. That needs to be done as well. I will keep a bit aside because I'm also saving up to come to the United States again. Please change presidents before. That's okay. That would be nice. It's not my favorite guy in charge right now. So, how long of a vacay here? 28 days you get. I get 25 paid vacation days. And that's excluding doctor visits and everything like that. There are some special occasions that you can get a paid day off. But yeah, it's just paid. It's just paid, like I have been working. It's just paid. So when you have kids, normally for fathers, it was you get 2 days off paid leave. That has been changed, but when I got my son, it was 2 days. Basically, you got time off to go to City Hall and let the government know you had a kid. Basically, that's what you get those few days for. And sometimes it's and now it's like a month or a couple of months. It's quite a lot actually. Also, maternity leave, I think it's 3 to 6 months based on how much extra days, normal days you add to them. If somebody in the first degree of your family passes, you get a day off for the funeral, a paid day off. Second degree, also third degree, depends on the company. Marriages, same thing, first degree, second degree, and then based on what the company says. So yeah, doctor visits, you have to be able to go to the doctor, so you get paid time off. You just have to tell them. They would ask if you do it as much as possible outside of your working hours. But since I'm working normal office hours, that's kind of hard to do. Well, normal office hours is not entirely true. I work from 7:30 to 4. So I could get past 4, but sometimes it's not possible depending on the schedule of the doctor, of course. Define going to the doctors for Americans. Well, they know the concept. If they can afford one, that's a different story. That's a whole different thing. But yeah, I have to go because I want to get rid of whatever is aching me here. It's not aching here right now. It did when I did this, because at some point, if I stretch my back, it does happen. But yeah. Oh, and also I got, because I got a whole package from Incredible Dream. I got the Gentle Rain. I got the 2 other Kinfidels, which I got twice, so I have to check. I see that I had this one upside down. So I got Scorn's Stockade and Gallus Lab. So now I have all 3 of those. So that's awesome. But I got those 2 double, so I think they are meant for a giveaway. But I have to confirm that with Incredible Dream, so he... US and yeah. What I don't understand is the whole... Well, let's quit the whole Department of Education. I'm like, okay, what? I'm like, what? I don't get it. And no, normally I won't talk politics, but today will be politic-heavy discussion anyway. I don't get it why you stop with the Department of Education. Do you want your people to be stupid, stay stupid? not be able to go to school, whatever. I'm not. And people still prefer that instead of voting Democrat. I'm like, I'm sure the Democrats aren't perfect either, but come on. And now I also heard that they aren't allowing certain press into the press conference because they aren't too positive about the president. You know that dictatorship starts with censoring the press. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, you need to get a proper education to know the history and all sorts of things. So yeah, it might take another 4 years before I come to the United States. Especially this year, I heard a lot of people are deciding not to come. I know that Dave decided not to come to Gen Con. I don't know what he decided on the World Series of Board Games yet, by the way. He might still go to that, but yeah. I'm following a couple of American people that moved to the Netherlands, and they always have a YouTube channel about comparing the two. Yeah. Even they are saying, I don't dare go to the United States right now. Like, I miss my family and I want to visit, but it's not the risk. Like, okay, then I shouldn't go either. Now, I don't have the money to come, but yeah, I am saving up because I really want a nice trip to take. I want to go all the way from Vancouver all the way down to San Diego. I was considering going into Mexico, but yeah, get back from Mexico, nope. So I probably won't go across the Mexican border, even though I'm like, yeah, Mexico's right there. I wanna. No, I'm not gonna risk that. And then maybe do Vegas and then go to Gen Con again. So that would be a 3 to 4 week vacation, something like that. And maybe that year I will skip Spiel, but not sure. Depends on how Gen Con goes. So yeah, but talking politics, for the people who haven't heard, James, I know you read it because you responded to it on, was it in Ruel's Discord or in Bansne's Discord? So Final Frontier Games, the one that did Coloma and Merchant's Cove, and had 3 crowdfunding campaigns running right now, or too close to fulfillment, I believe. So they had an expansion for Coloma, an expansion for Merchant's Cove, and they also did 6th Realm. And yeah, they had to lay off everybody because I think they stretched themselves too thin. It's too easy to point to Simon because Simon paid for a license for the Chinese version of the game, I believe, but they never paid. And if people don't know, Simon is also not doing very well. So if you're backing anything from Simon, I'm expecting 1 package from Simon, but I bought that on Amazon. It's the one for the Marvel United, the Agatha Harkness, the Witches version, which I forgot to back on when they had it on GameFound, but they sold it through the Amazon store, so I got it there. So yay, should arrive within 2 weeks, something like that. So yeah, looking forward to that, but yeah, Simon did not pay their bill to Final Frontier, which meant Final Frontier could not send their shipment out, could not start their next campaign. I was like, dude, wait until you fulfill the previous one. There is a reason why Kickstarter says one campaign at a time. So yeah, they had to lay off people. I think they just started a partnership with Quantumist Logistics, and basically they had to stop. So I believe that the expansion for Coloma and expansion for Merchant's Cove was already by some what do you call it? Well, they had it somewhere stored right now, ready to be shipped. Distribution center. But yeah, they couldn't fulfill the last payment because they didn't get paid. And I think, yeah, in the finance department, something went wrong there. And then the bank, they have a loan out with the bank, so they had to pay that. Yeah, it was a whole domino effect, and it's not fun for either party, for people who back their games that are not coming, for them to have games that exist that they cannot sell because they don't have the money to ship them. The distribution centers are allowed to send the non-crowdfunding games at some point to generate some income for themselves. But yeah, it's a dark time. It's really a dark time. I won't back anything Simon so far. So I believe Simon has something currently running, if I'm not mistaken. But if you're backing anything Simon, I might suggest you don't. It's all up to you, but there are no guarantees you're getting your stuff. And I was like, wait, something popped. The fish doorbell was refreshing. I'm still watching the fish doorbell. So yeah, it's a dark time. So how do we turn this into a positive? I don't know. There's still stuff that we need to do. Maybe we find some fun campaigns that we could back, but I would be very careful on what you back or not. There is no guarantee that you get anything, and yeah, a lot of campaigns were designed as a business model, and as you can see, it's not the best business model, because basically the money you made on the previous campaign will be sent into the next one, and if you don't make as much money or more, that means you basically didn't have any growth, right? So, and then there are people who say, well, at least AI is cheap. I'm like, yeah, you got that right, but it looks cheap as well. Even though AI is looking better, I heard that AI has solved the finger issues. Apparently, everybody has 5 fingers now, and they all look to be at the same spot. So somebody was very coding on hands. And the latest rage, as I saw, is that everybody can let themselves be an action figure. I'm like, yeah, but that's an image. I don't freaking care of an image. I can create that image. Probably not as pretty, but I could create that image. If I want to be an action figure, I really want to be an action figure. So I should get a 3D scanner, scan myself, and print myself. It's way much better, right? Let's see, is this important, or is this just Timey that goes live? Yeah, that was Timey going live. Okay. Shall we, before it gets way too negative, focus on something positive and see what's coming up. Not what's coming up, has been live for the past week, up to a week ago, from a week till right now. Because I've been talking for half an hour and we haven't seen one campaign yet. But first, the fish doorbell. So James, I heard this was suddenly popular because it got some attention in the United States. Have you heard of it? Or only because I have shown it in previous times? Currently, we don't see any fish. You see something like, there's a little particle floating around in the water and that's catching the light. But I don't see any fish right now. Now it's dark, so probably the fish will stay out of the light. Because if I remember correctly, when I went scuba diving and I had, not heard of it. Well, this is the fish doorbell. I will explain it later. I have to refresh it because the doorbell's gone. So let's do that first. There it is, there's the doorbell. But yeah, fish try to stay out of the light. Unless they are a predator. Because when I had my night diving course and exam, there were big predator fish following my light when I was shining on the bottom of the lake. And as soon as I got a fish in my light, a small one, it snapped it, because the fish gets temporarily blinded, disoriented, and yeah, easy target. So I don't assume, because this is now a light that shines somewhere in a moat in Utrecht. So there's a Utrecht. It has a moat that goes around the city, like it from the Middle Ages basically, but they have rearranged it a little bit. But it's basically the moat that was around the Middle Age town when it was there. But they closed it off. There was something big that passed by. So now I lost my train of thought. So yeah, they closed it off, but to propagate, to get new fishies, fish likes to go to a certain area to mate, because yeah, they are very stubborn like that. So since there's a sluice there that closes the thing off to make sure that the tide doesn't affect the water too much in the city, yeah, they will have to find a way to get to the other side, which isn't possible because there's a sluice there. So they have this webcam facing in the water, so you can see if there's a fish waiting there, because if a fish wants to go through, somehow it will circle around a little bit, like okay, looking for an entrance or something like that. And if a viewer like us see that happening, we can press the doorbell. Then the guy in charge of the sluice will check the camera as well. If the fish is still there, he will open the sluice, and then the fish can go through. Hopefully they will. It's not like, you're opening the door, I'm not going. And that would be mean. So to keep the balance of the fish population working, we can watch the camera and press the doorbell like, sure, ding dong, let us in, let the fish pass through. So yeah, I don't know for how long this will be live, because it started somewhere end of February or something. And at some point, I think spring is done, so all the fishies are done. I don't know when the mating seasons of fish are. Is it the same time as other animals? Is it springtime, or I don't know. But yeah, It's quite boring because it's mostly gray and sometimes you see a flash of light of particles that are twirling through, and I feel like the lens is a little bit condensed. But yeah, let's go to something normal, something we know. Kickstarter and GameFound, those are the two I have open. I have an extra GameFound open right now for a PC game, but it's board game related, and I will talk about it later. I'm not being paid to talk about it because I have some negative thoughts and some positive thoughts about it. So, you know, the rules, because I have rules, people. I really, really do have rules. I will open about 10ish in different tabs. I will not go back and forth with normal browser navigation because that will mess up the whole view that I'm looking at right now, because then the page where I left was page 1, then it will come to page 2 and page 1 will never show again. It's a big mess. All the campaign pages have that issue, so it's not only Kickstarter. So I will open like 10ish of them, then I will go through those 10ish, keep some aside of like that might be a pick of the week, and then continue on to the next 10. Also, foreign languages, unless it's Dutch or English, I probably will not look at it. I can understand a little bit of Spanish, a little bit more on French, a lot more in German. The rest of the language, Italian, I might figure out what it's going about, what's the topic is, but no. So yeah, English and Dutch I can do. The rest, nope. I will not check. I will not check any 3D printing. So like this nice cathedral that basically looks awesome, but you can see already what you're getting. You can see more details if you open the page, but you can basically see what you are getting. So it might make sense to just open it yourself. And like, there's so many 3D printing. Like I mentioned in the beginning of my stream, I don't have my 3D printer set up yet, so I cannot 3D print anything yet. So RPG stuff, like this nice appendix for I don't know, OSE and the wider OSR. I have old school essentials. Okay, those are RPG stuff. I will skip those. I don't do RPG because there's way too much, and it's hard for me to judge if something is good or not. So yeah, I will skip those. And well, anything else I will skip? Yeah, dice. I haven't seen a lot of dice lately, but yeah, I will skip dice. Basically on the picture you can see, hey, those are the dice you're getting. So board game tables, I don't know why they all say they are unique, but at some point it's basically quality and price point, right? They all have a nice arena. They all can have cup holders, card holders, built-in dice towers, LED lights, charge your phone. I don't know. There's nothing much new in there, right? So I will skip those as well. Conventions, yeah, most likely I will skip them. Stuff like the Dice Tower, Game Boy Geek, stuff like those, I will probably look at if it's an influencer or a content creator. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to look and see what you can get for supporting them. Then the big one, if we open a page and we see that they are using AI, I sometimes will try to see the reasoning behind it, because yeah, there are different types of AI, but I'm mostly talking about generative AI. They will get this one. I still haven't made it more fancy, but they will get that one. And there will be a sound effect at some point underneath it as well, but not yet. So yeah, we don't do generative AI over here. It's also an emote that you can use over here. So So that, you know, I think I have covered everything right now. Shall we just start? Because we're 40 minutes in and we haven't looked at one thing. We have looked at the fish doorbell, but sure. I could make that a redemption. Let's look at the fish and see if the fish doorbell is doing something. Okay, we have Starleap. There's predictions, STL files. This does look nice, but it's still an STL file. STL file, STL file. Cat Quest STL files. You like the fish, Liesel? Well, there are none. Sorry, no fish. PMH 44 feeded at issue 44 of populated hexes monthly. That sounds like a magazine. 3D printing. USA game, the only game where losers win. I did not make the title. IQ Wards. 156 cards of unfiltered internet stupidity. It also looks very AI generated, but sure. We'll open it, and if it's actually AI generated, we'll do. This is all Spanish. I have no idea what this is about. So yeah, we're skipping that. D&D, crystals, bluminos, seashells, geminos. 4 charming tile laying games. Okay, I'm always up for a tile laying game. Aim for the middle. Well, that's normally what I try to do when I'm shooting for something. Damn, a D6 war game. Okay. How many do I have open so far? 6. How are you doing, Liesel? Hope you are very well. Okay, this is up my alley, but it's 3D printing. Super Shazam, the new musical strategy card game fun for all. Super Shazam. I'm guessing you use the Shazam app. Pocket RPG, which is cool. You get one small little RPG thing that you can use. That is cool. It is cool. But it's an RPG thing. But it does look cool. You're just having lunch. How am I? Well, I'm still hurting over here. With some movement, I cannot bend too much this way. I cannot bend too much this way. I cannot do too high of that. I cannot laugh, sneeze, cough, because that will move my diaphragm and says. Stronger yet, if I sneeze on stream, I haven't said it on adult, because I try to be as family friendly as I am, and with the exception when I'm streaming for Tabletop After Dark, then I put it an adult warning on there. But might I sneeze tonight? I cannot guarantee that I will not curse. There's a big chance that I will curse. And Panda Angel, I totally agree with you as well. By the way, why I'm holding strong on this one? That's not something we want to look at. Bee Dragon. No. A miniatures game of drunk ass space orcs. How are you doing, Panda? Well, the issue is games that go to Canada most likely come through the United States. So Canada is even screwed way worse because the shipping to Canada is awfully high. And first the game comes to the United States as well. It's like, no. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun right now. Roll like a Viking, D6 and D3. Viking style dice in bone and coral optic. So it's just dice. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know what's the best way to get games. It's yeah, we're not coming. Dave is not coming to the United States. I'm not coming to the United States soon. And otherwise, it's like I can mule it for you. I can mule 1 or 2 games, as long as I don't do too much. These are STL files, 3D printing files, Call to Ascension. Oh, this tabletop RPG, but it looks like Ascension. Book Nooks. I don't need Book Nooks. Pie Splat, math-based board game. Well, this is all in Spanish as well because this is in Mexico. Okay, now let's just start because I'm almost halfway through Kickstarter already. Yeah, the LA and New York ports, but mostly the LA kind, because yeah, that's the closest one to China. Otherwise, they have to circle all the way around Canada or go all the way underneath through the Panama Canal, or if they are really stupid, they will go underneath Africa, or go to the Suez Canal, which we can be blocked as well. That little canal in Egypt. Remember that when Alfredo got sideways stuck in the Suez Canal? Woo. That made the news. It was a Dutch company that got it loose. So yeah, it's a big mess out there right now. I'm also very hesitant of what I am backing right now, which for my wallet is nice, and also for my saving for a US trip, also nice. So, but it's also a time that it's really, for me, it's really uncomfortable to ask for review copies. Somehow I got them from Incredible Dream, and I'm very happy that they did. But that was before the whole tariff war started. Oh. Okay, let's see. We have Star Leap with cute. Didn't I already look at this cute little creatures? I believe I did. Might be one of the last ones from last week. Level up and upgrade your abilities, set up. And go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Choose one fan, boost. I believe I already looked at this one. And I forgot. That's not a good thing if I forgot. But it still looks cute. It still looks cute. They also have a ninja expansion and they have a dino expansion. Look at that, a T-Rex with a fishbowl and a Stegosaurus. So what use is a spacesuit if you're not fully covered in a spacesuit? I'm just wondering. The idea of a spacesuit is to protect you from the lack of pressure of the outside outside in space, right? Saving you for the vacuum of space. It doesn't help if you still have body parts sticking out. But yeah, I get it. But they funded, so they're doing great, and it looks like a fun little kids game. Okay, Utopia Socialism of America, USA game, the game where the losers win. How to play. Pick your player piece and get started. So we either have a megaphone, we have a Starbucks coffee mug, or we have a car. Those are our options. Is it a 3-player game? It's 2 to 6. Where are the other game pieces? Take turns rolling dice and moving around the board. Oh, and we use Monopoly money. And we universe base. I want to see. Oh, come on, people. This is not game design. I promised. I promised to try to bring a little bit of light in this game crowdfunding world, but this is basically a retheming of Monopoly. And I know the op will probably not even try to sue them because you know you cannot pluck feathers from a bald chicken. But still, come on, this is so obviously. And Medicaid and food stamps and well, there's a little bit more to it, but still. Okay, so we have masks, we have a jerry can, we have a Molotov cocktail. I have no idea what that is. What is that supposed to be? A little dildo? What the heck of figure is this? You protested against Israel, you go to jail. Well, to be fair, there was a protest yesterday in the University of Amsterdam. And a couple of them went to jail. Not because they were protesting, but they were, what do you call it when you, occupy the building? They occupied the building, so classes could not continue, which is not allowed. And they trashed the place. I'm like, sure, you can be anti-Israel if you want. And at some point, I get it. But you don't get my sympathy by trashing a university. Just because that university has ties with Israel. Well, there are still some, Risto, there are still some laws you have to obey. It's not like because you don't agree with the university, you can do whatever you want and trash whatever you want in the name of protest. That's just stupid. Because now they're saying the university wants to put a damage claim on the protesters, and the protester says, yeah, but that was not excessive damage, and I've seen the damage. You know, like, yeah. At some point, you go too far. Okay, IQ wars, fight to keep your IQ, but use of AI. We have a button for this now. No AI. My crystals. So if crystals, blooming, so seashells, and apparently Geminos, which didn't fit on screen anymore. It's done by Jamie. I don't know Jamie, but okay. And there's Gemfall. See, it didn't fit, so they had to do a separate picture to put Gemfall fitting on the picture. I don't know. So we have seashells. It's probably about collecting seashells. Hand painted tiles. What's a tile? Oh yeah, we're all tile laying game. On your turn, draw a tile from the deck. Place adjacent an existing tile with your side sea or sand facing up. So one person is sea, the other one is sand. So basically lighter or darker side. Check if you create a pattern with the placed tile. If so, you have the majority in the pattern. Then flip the connected tiles on your side. So basically he put two blue ones next to each other, so now we can flip the other ones as well. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's indeed a light game. The other one. On your turn, draw the top tile from the deck and place with your side black or white facing up. If you create a valid match. You own the majority of the tiles. Then place a score token on each tile. So now we're placing score tokens. Okay. That's crystals. Then we have Bluminos. On your turn, draw the top tile and place it adjacent to an already placed tile. At least one side must touch. Gain 1 point for each color shape matched by a tile. Write the score down on a piece of paper. Next player turn. Okay. That's easy enough. And then we have Gemfall. Ooh, Gemfall has a board. Players take turn drawing the tiles and simultaneously dropping it from the top, maneuvering it as you wish. So basically you get a Tetris kind of feel and try to create matches and score points that way. Hi, the walls! I hope you all are very well. Yeah, light little games. How much are they per game? Quite a lot of money per game, and they're only to the United States. Rado is raiding me. Hello, Rado Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Oh! Like I said, it's hurting more and more. Welcome, Raiders. OCD. So let me guess. Dave raided into Rado, and Rado now raids into me. Okay, now it's better. Yep. Oh, well, welcome. I got it. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. So yeah, I'm doing my default coffee and crowdfunding. We just had a little discussion of everything that's happening over at Final Frontier Games. For those who missed it, if you're on YouTube, you can rewind easily. If you're on Twitch, you can open this video in the video section and rewind it there, or you just watch the VOD afterwards, I don't know, or open YouTube and look at there. There are options about that discussion, because it's not only Simon's fault that stuff happened. I think they also made some poor choices themselves, and tariffs didn't help either. So that was a nice little talk about that. But good to see you all. So for the people who don't know, in coffee and crowdfunding, I drink coffee. This is my final one already, but I've been streaming for an hour already, so that makes sense. And I look at crowdfunding campaigns, the one that started last week up till now. And I was just looking at these, and these are hefty cost games, and they only ship to the United States. And why are they so costly? It starts with a T and ends on RF. But they are delivered in August already. That's very fast. That's very fast. So either the tariffs are the reason, or they are made in the United States. One of the two. So next. Mid. Aim for the middle. Aim for the middle with your cards. Heated brain battle card game with a brand new system. Well, they didn't ask for much money, so they already. Oh, we have this one. The product itself is entirely free from AI and phone. The English instruction manual is translated by human, however, AI-assisted translation was referenced during the creation of this Kickstarter page. Well, I can live with that. If English is not your first language, then yeah, sometimes you need a little bit help with that. So yeah, I will not press the big AI button right now. Okay, how to play. Deal 10 cards. Oh, I have 18. Funny joke. Play your cards with the addition and subtraction to end up in the center. How do wait. Addition. A double card can discard the cards at the both ends of the area. The crown is the marker of the center. So subtraction, 17 minus 2 is 15. 8 can discard an adjacent card. Yeah, this is not clear to me. Eight can discard. What 8? I have no idea what's going on. These rules are not clear. I might watch a video, but people don't know, I do not watch videos in this thing because it's just way too time consuming. Especially for 10 to 50 minutes game, which the rules aren't very clear. And D6 game. It's a D6 war game and it's only text. Okay, there's one package. It's a war game tabletop RPG. Which is it? A war game is not a tabletop RPG. Is the tabletop RPG in a war setting? Because that's something different than a war game. A war game is basically you have a conflict and there are multiple parties in the conflict. Everybody plays one side of the conflict and you hash it out by killing each other's units. A war-themed game doesn't necessarily mean it's a war game. Super Shazam! Well, everybody's shouting, yay! Super Shazam. Hi, Giggles! How it works. Make your teams. Choose a Super Shazam host who will play the music. Distribute 2 cards to each team. While the song plays, race to be the first to guess it correctly. Hurry, I raise your hand if you recognize the song. I said I raise your hand, but this is an exclamation mark. Bad font. Each team can play their cards, either boost their game, attack their opponents. Okay. Strategically with play. The winner might not be who you think. Okay, Super Shazam is a holy grail. Okay. Double, cut off, steal, redirect, wager, 50-50, nope, lucky charm. Yeah, it's not a game for me because me and music? Nope. Nope. Big no. Space Kids, Mage's game of drunk ass space orcs. Okay, that's definitely a steampunky orc, but I dislike pictures with text on them. They do not help with your search engine optimization. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. But basically it's a war game because you're measuring distance between stuff. And don't let the tower fall. Wait, you're making a tower of dice? What do you need? What do I get? Do I only get a rulebook? Apparently I only get a rulebook and then the rest I still have to provide? This bundle. Oh, you get 1 orc and apparently some pieces of furniture, I don't know. More spruces to build more orcs. Yeah, this is not something I would be interested in. What? Thrilling math-based card game of strategy and skill. If you say so. More info at Splat. So what's the math game? How to play, quick overview. I like it when they have a side menu. Not everybody does this these times. It's like, oh, I don't need it. Yes, I do. Draw your ingredients. You start with a hand of number-based ingredient cards. Plus, minus, times, divided by. On your turn, add, subtract, or divide, or multiply an ingredient to the pie bowl. Match the exact value of the pie recipe. You bake it and earn those points. The bowl resets and a new pie is up for grabs. So why does this look very AI and it doesn't say AI? Pause. Mixing bowl. See, different shapes of artwork, but basically you have you get to go to 20, but you have to decide with your cards how to get to 20, right? So either use the function underneath or the value of the card on top. Okay. Yay for math games. Not really. So this one was Spanish, so we're continuing. 3D models, cyberpunk scenarios, Pawn Sisters, Starship Scavenger RPGs, Legend in Samurai and Ninja STL files, Beer and Magic, an adventure for novices, the 5th edition, so that's RPGs. Revival of the Maya Empire, that's a nice 3D print to do, but nope. 1918, a First World War miniatures war game. Well, it would be weird to call a game about the Second World War 1918. This is Italian, so we're skipping that. 3D printing, this is for Kill Team, tabs. More texture rollers. Texture rollers are the new dice, I think. 3D printing, Wings of Soul, hand-painted tarot cards. If you're looking for new ones. Alberta Builders game, Outbuild, Outwit, and Outlast. It's the 3-0 game. Only one can rule Alberta. Do people want to rule Alberta? I don't know. How popular is Alberta? We have Hippomancers. Kind of look fun. More STL files, more RPGs. Drunk Jockeys, the drinking game. Okay. And Joshua Mason has new game. No, you know, I'm not gonna back it, but yeah, he's back every 2 months, I believe. Pause menu. No, battle maps. Punchline Bandit. An old girl dice hard board game cafe. Is it an actually board game cafe? In Greece. Heraklion. I've never been to Heraklion. Prosthetic arm. What is for D&D? Cosplay. That's not exactly tabletop game. It's tabletop game. It's Next Station, but it doesn't look like Next Station. Next Station, the Singapore MRT game. But that's not like Next Station Paris, London, or Tokyo. I see Paris, I see London, where's Tokyo? Should be here somewhere. I don't see it right now. But sure, I'll open it. Dice Towers. This looks like when Castle Grayskull ages. Before it turns into a Grayskull. This is Castle Greybeard. Project L Universe. Project L is back, people. Limited editions, limited time, only on Kickstarter. And somehow I saw, yeah, a lot of Dice Tower. Let's stop right here before we continue. Okay, 1918, a miniatures war game about World War I. Remember when tanks looked like this? Oh, I should not laugh, that hurts. So, for the people who don't know everything about World War I, the Netherlands didn't fight in it. Okay, and what I find really, really funny is the inaccuracy of this map. Because I know for a fact that this little island, this red little island, doesn't exist in 1918. Because I live in it. And it didn't exist until the 60s. They started building it in the late 60s. I think they were done mid 70s. So yeah. They're a little 50 years too early with that little island over there. Then I'm already, if that map isn't accurate, how good can the rest of the game be? Well, you have trenches, so that those exist. That was definitely a thing. British War pillbox. And then all rule books and everything to get it started. If you're looking for a miniature war game with a slightly unique theme, you might get it. It's already funded, but nowadays it doesn't say everything. Alberta Builders game. Okay. Oh, we have use of AI. No, this project does not involve the development of AI technology, and no game content, mechanics, writing, art, or design was generated using AI. All core. Okay, thank you. So no big red button. Why we know? Real Alberta towns from Calgary to Lethbridge. Every city is part of the map. Strategic building mechanics. Yeah, this page. World War One without Captain Blackadder is not good. Yeah. To be fair, when Blackadder started, was it World War One? I thought Blackadder was World War Two. But I might be mistaken. Might be World War One and World War Two. But I like Blackadder most when it was still in the Middle Ages kind of thing. It was World War One. Okay. It wasn't my favorite thing. When it was still the king and his henchmen and such, that was more fun. But this isn't going very well. And then the page isn't also very popular. So. Okay, drunk jockeys, because please don't tell me you're hitting that horse with a bottle. I plan to use AI generated content. Seriously, this looks all poorly drawn art. This is AI drawn? Some artificial promotion. Well, here comes the button. Bam! And continue. By the way, if you want to join in, it's also an emote. In the shadow of neon lights, a drafting and trick-taking card game for 2 to 4 players. Set in a post-apocalyptic world. It's Joshua Mason. I know Joshua doesn't use AI, but I might have to try one of his games, but he does so many. I think he has one every other month. Something like that. And at some point I'm like, dude, how much do they differ from each other? Right? Oh, and by the way, for the people who are watching on YouTube, the emotes only work on Twitch. And I don't like games when they have so much text on them. So I don't want to talk ill about Joshua Mason, but let's see, how much did he create it? 68. Oh, the next one is going to be noise. But I don't think he can support himself by making these games, because that's way too little money to be self-sustainable. Okay, Punchline Bandit, an hilarious card game with numerous gameplay modes. A game that turns you into a comedian. I'm not funny enough to be a comedian. And have you laughing until it hurts? Well, currently, it's easy to do so. AI has been used to generate various images. Boom! On to the next one. Dice Hard Board Game Cafe. So this is a board game cafe in Greece. Okay, so I can read this. Basically, I can read the words. I do not know the translation. Because it says, Miane epoche giaten topike mas koinotenta oistoikos mas enai na ferume enan poteto katilotiko prorismo gia epitrapesia Paichnidia kai tabletop RPGs epitrapesia polon sten polu to Heracleu. So that was basically this part that I read. I can still read Greek. I have no idea what I read. I can still read the alphabet, so that's about it. That's something I took away from school. I chose Greek over econ. So I never had econ because I had Latin and Greek. I think Latin was opposed to biology and Greek was as opposed to economics. That's when you make your own thing, set of. You can read Russian symbols. I can read a couple letters of the Cyrillic alphabet, but not all of them. A race to Singapore's iconic MRT. So is this just like Next Station, or is it something like? There's something different. No durians allowed. I have no idea what this does. It's a card game apparently. How to play, but mechanics card shedding. Oh, you have to get rid of. There's a lot of text. But you're using Next Station, and I think that's Matthew Dunstan. I don't know if he owns the one, but yeah. Okay. First created, zero backed. It's a big page. Long campaign. But it's not pulling me in. Not gonna lie. Okay, Project L Universe. Ultimate All-In Collection. Level up your game with a limited bundle featuring the original Smash Hit Project L and its next level sequel Square One. I did not back Square One. I did not back it. They need a buttload of money, $250,000. In this economy, not as much. So Square One is kind of like a different puzzle challenge than the Project L version. I do have Project L. I don't think I have everything. I definitely don't have this nice insert. That's one thing for sure. I don't think I have metallic coins as well. Panda, are you still here? You have Square One. What did you think about it? Because Board Cubator did file for bankruptcy, but then rebooted. And that's how I still got Project L, which I forgot where it is right now. Probably in my bedroom, because I don't see it here right now. So all in, you get everything. Square One was fine. Yeah, I had the same feel. The base game I have. The Ghost Piece, I think I have Finesse. I don't know if I have Phoenix Ambassador Pack. I know I have the Ghost Piece. I don't have the metal credits, I believe. I have these, but I don't think I have the metal credits. The Phoenix expansion, 7 6-point puzzles. I might have those. The Ambassador Pack, I might have that. I have to check what I do have. I might have this one. The master box comes with all content already assembled in the master box. That I don't have. I think I have everything in one normal box, but it barely fits. So yeah, there's the base game, the Joker expansion for the other one. Master returning book, Square One. Combo Master. Okay, why back now? Well, no. How to play? Well, I know how to play. Basically, you solve a puzzle, and then you get this piece as well. And with that piece extra, you can solve new puzzles, and the puzzles are worth the points that you get. So yeah, it's an engine builder with puzzles, and it's a fun engine builder. With all expansions, yeah, I've done that well, and not solo mode. Combo Master. Add-ons. Square One Master Box. Combo Master Ambassador Pack. No. Project L playmat set. Ooh, I might like that. Project L extra pieces. Okay, but I just want the big box to make sure everything fits. Friendly shipping, yeah. Let's see, how much is it to the United States? Plus €3. I think they're missing the tariffs. United States, please see US navigating US tariffs together section. So they have a nice section about it. Here, there we go. Yeah, the hardest thing is here all in place, and then this much in tariffs. Collector's bundle, that much in tariffs will be added. Why in euros? Oh, because you're Czech. It's Czech company, and it will do so in February to April. Why we need so much money? I don't know. No false promises. Because it's a limited edition exclusive for backers, we need to reach a minimum of 25 pounds to meet the production threshold. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard sell. Because I already own part of it. I'm not going all in on this thing. Definitely not. I like Project L a lot. It's a fun puzzle game. I will not get rid of it anytime soon. But I'm not backing it again. But if you don't, you might consider it. I know it's a hard time. But unless they make the 250k, that game is not coming anytime soon. Okay, let's continue. RP says we have a print and play game, Tides of Steel. That sounds like a tank war game. Frozen Giants, Atlantean Sharks, expansion packet, Dungeons and Dragons. Expansion pack with more cards. For what? I don't even know the base game. Same, you like Project L better, yeah. Wrestling versus the World, a trading card game. Ooh. And 3D printing, more vehicles, propagation station. And it's about houseplants. We already have Verdant for that one, right? Lonely Cairn, not Lonely Karen, Lonely Cairn. The Franklin Expedition. Oh yeah, that's a solo game about the Northwest Passage. I heard about that one. I haven't checked it out yet. Solar Titans Definitive Edition. Okay. Bullet dice, if you want some. Pharaoh Pets, the toy pet from Mars that grows as you feed it. That's basically just a magnetic thing that you can move around. But that's not a pet, right? And it's definitely not a board game. So, Animal Parade, March to Victory. I like March. RPG, Dice Verse, War of Whispers. It's getting an expansion. War of Whispers has been out so long and now it's getting an expansion. License inserts for AEG. We'll see. I'll open that one as well. And then let's continue. Tides of Steel. Oh man, that side really starts hurting. Normally I could do this as well, but oh man. I'm getting old, people. I'm getting old. They made €3 about the for the 11 that they need, so that's not good. Well, first, side menu. Where is it? Second, only text, no images. It's I really want to support newcomers, but if you're doing some lazy page like this with no video, no explanation, no images, no whatsoever, I have to say nope. Expansion packet. It's an expansion pack for what? Dungeons and Dragons expansion? Has anybody ever heard of Dungeons and Dragons? Because you get more cards for it. It has no AI. I just think it's gross. Thank you, Steve Bennett. Oh. Anybody I know? Nope. All aboard board games. I have heard of them, but I didn't. Yeah. Irish Panda Queen. We have an Irish Panda. Hey Panda, we have an Irish Panda. Dungeons and Donan Galway, another comedian, David Coffey, Shields, Stories, streamer. Nobody I know so far. I think most of them are Irish. I enjoyed it. Neurogamers Island. How to play. You flip cards, roll dice, gather items to keep yourself and your friends alive. Well, that sounds normal. Choose your hero, use your skills, roll high. 2. Survive encounters, fight enemies, face little goblin fellas. Mini game shows, and I'm getting a dry throat. Wow. Okay. I don't know how to feel. Let's move on. Wrestling vs. World, the trading card game. Why is everybody upside down? Well, no, she's upside down. He is upside down. Heal pack. Blazing pack. There was a moment when if you had a trading card game, everybody was on it and like going all in because that thing will be rare and worth so much money. That time has passed. That bubble has bursted. It's no longer happening. What's the most expensive package? $1,200. Well, -1. Too much text on the card. And definitely, yeah, it's not for me. I don't care about wrestling anyway, so. 3 backers, 51 days. Yeah, that's not good. They're not gonna make it. Propagation station. Grow, clip, and bid on cozy houseplants. But first, yeah, no AI. It was like this. These look nice. It's not Beth Sobel. You can clearly recognize when Beth Sobel made some nature cards, but it's still a nice looking game. 90 to 220 minutes, so it's a lengthy game. Okay, 2 to 4 players, 8 to 16. So let's see, how do we play it? We watch the video. I have time to watch the video. Click here to watch the rulebook. No, It's only 40 bucks, 20% off MSRP. With these current tariffs, are you sure you want to do that? Deluxe upgrade, then you get all nice stuff, and then you can houseplant hermit. So that's a solo mode, I guess, because it's hermit. Oh yeah, hermit grants you the ability for a solo player. Yeah, I got it. And the early bird all in, and the normal all in. Hey Panda, my phone says that you're about to go live in like 30 minutes. If that's true, I might raid into you. Unexpected bloom. I love it. Oh, this one has my favorite plant, the Venus flytrap. I don't have it in my house because carnivorous plants apparently smell a lot. So I don't have them. I can not smell them, but other people can. And yeah, then I won't have them. But yeah, it's still my favorite plant. If I'm start to be in hermit and not get visitors, yeah, I might get one. Okay, this one looks interesting. I wish I knew how it would play. Would remind me on it. May 19th. Well, still have some time to think about it. It's the first 22 created. So what else have they? Well, that's the same one. Sugar Plum Tarot. 3 more pocket-sized RPGs. That they did some other stuff. 3 more. 3 American Vintage. Anything? Eros Tarot. A lot of Eros Tarot. Come out LGBT proud enamel pins. Okay, that not much about board games. This is the first actually board game. Okay, but it looks interesting and it's doing very well. Okay, Lonely Cairn, the Franklin Expedition, 1846 till whatever. Well, if it's now, I don't think that Franklin survived it. Just saying. Side menu, people, side menu, use it. It's there for a reason. Navigation and everything. Ooh, I'm getting an email from Arcane Wonders, April mega sale. Oh, with shipment to United to here, that's gonna be a lot of money. Probably not doing it, but yeah. 10 locations, 36 encounters, 20. Okay, markers, how to play, add dread to the destination, act as your timer, draw supply cards, move ship to the next location, resolve encounters, man overboard, scurvy, storm. It's a little bit too much text for my taste on the cards, but it has certain appeal. And then add on nice skulls, meeples, and everything. See, people use the word meeple anyway. Shipping $9. Europe for our partner in the UK. Second Chance Games is running a pre-order campaign for European. Okay, Second Chance Games. So for European, I have to go here. 28 pounds. So that's 35 euros, something like that. Let's keep it over here so I know about it. 30 bucks, 27 euros. Well, apparently it's more expensive if I get to the other ones. But yeah, if you like discovering the North Passage and solving puzzles, might be a good one. Solar Titans Definitive Edition. Okay, no AI. Test solo co-op mode. Cool. I never played Solar Titans. Played on Tabletop Simulator. could be done. Cards. Command your ship. You start with one of 8 ship layouts using ship cards that represent various models. You must protect your command deck at all costs. Competitive game mode. So you can shoot somebody else's ship. You can shoot each other back and forth. That's fun. Solo and co-op. So you can try to shoot another. Clear how to play is not there, but there are some videos to watch, which is not my favorite thing, but I do consider mandatory for a proper page. So yeah, kind of like it has a nice space theme to it. Animal Parade, March to Victory. I love March. Use of AI. I plan to use. We have harnessed AI to align background patterns, forecast flow, ensuring the artwork connects beautiful. AI is great. Bam! It looked so cute. Dice Purse. Dice Purse and Fly Further. 2 alien games that balance quick play and strategic depth. Exclusive bonus for the early backers, 72-hour early backers. Oh, I should not yawn because that hurts as well. Wait, okay, jump into action, just 2 minutes. You open the board, roll the dice, and that's basically the layout of characters. Aliens, cultists, elementalists, necromancers. And use the cards to fight them. Am I the aliens? Which one am I? Where's the how to play thing? Dice first. How to play. Thank you. Choose a faction, embrace your destiny. Set the arena. Storm is coming. Grab your faction, the card deck. Roll your armies on the board. Battlefield awaits. So while you roll your armies, that's basically where you fight, and then you command try to win battles in each section with card play, move dice around and everything. So the setup is very random, but it can work based on what you do. We have double-sided boards. Not sure if it does anything because I see a bridge, but does it mean I cannot go from here to here? I don't know, because I see roads. 4 faction boards. Cards, deluxe cool dice. Yeah, premium dice, sure, but they should be legible. If they're not legible, peace out. Oh, man, yawning is coming. Oh, it's not midnight yet. Standalone game, Fly Further. That's a different game. 3 to 6 players. It's a little hamster or guinea pig, one of the two. Okay, it has some nice things to it. War of Whispers. A new threat strikes from the sea. Who will be positioned to claim the advantage? I never played the War of Whispers. I've heard of it, never played it. What am I looking at? Are these supposed to be a couple of the Great Lakes? Because I believe the War of Whispers is fought in North America, right? Five mighty empires are at war for the world. Okay, the world, the entire world apparently. This doesn't look like the entire world, but sure. So get everything for 99 bucks. Nemo's War, you can get that one, the Ultimate Edition. Somehow it has always been on my wish list, this one. The rest, not so much. Deadly Dowagers, somehow the title appeals to me. Half-Heart Hospital, Drop Drive, Temper Tales, and some RPGs. Sipping, ew! Region-friendly shipping. No PO boxes, yeah, I know. But that means you don't pay extra when it's coming, but basically you paid it up front. What the heck happened? License insert for the AEG games. So we have Dead Reckoning, Undergrove, War Chest, Space Base, Tiny Towns, Cubitos, Thunderstone Quest, Mystic Vale, Smash Up, and Let's Go to Japan. I still have Undergrove somewhere. Do I need an insert for it? I don't think so. Let's see, the Undergrove insert. Ooh. It does look nice with the wooden components. Setup wise, it might help as well. It is pretty. Let's Go to Japan. Also a very pretty insert. It's from E-Raptor. Oh yeah. Are they saying it's a Polish brand but forgot to capitalize the P? I believe E-Raptor is Polish. Dead Reckoning. Never played it, heard good things about it. Thunderstone Quest. Yeah, there's just too much Thunderstone to get in there right now. Space Base I really enjoyed. But I don't own. Cubitos is something I still want to try. And I do like this figure. Just a block of cheese. It's just fun. Tiny Towns insert. I don't own Tiny Towns anymore. I believe I sold it. I had the Dutch version. At some point the expansions didn't make sense to me anymore when they entered the villages and such. I was like, I'm kind of done with it. Mystic Vale, played it, didn't keep it. Guild of Merchant Explorers insert. Well, look at that ship. That looks cool. These are nice inserts. Then we have War Chest. Put all your discs there. Played that a couple of times. And Smash Up if you want it even nicer in the... That's a separate box. It's its own crate. The first wave should be arriving in June. Ew. Okay. So how much is... Not the Cubitos, Mystic Vale, Tiny Towns 35, Undergrowth 35. Okay. An acceptable price for a wooden insert, right? Crate is the right word for that. Yeah, definitely. That definitely is its own crate. I could use something like that for D-Day Dice. I have so much that I would like an own crate for that as well. Currently I have everything with the exception of the boards, the play boards. Everything in an ammo box. And then all the boards are in the base game box and all the expansion boxes are gone. Oh yeah, and also the manuals, the rule books are in there. These look nice. Let's continue. Speedcicletta. It's a bicycle game. I think that's the third one this year. Bolt of Monsters, STLs, RPG, unique dice sets, STL files, because we need big-breasted Disney figures. Apparently Burnout, print and play edition. Yeah. I don't know. Shiny Good, 5th edition, tabletop RPGs, Crusades is a strategy CDG. What's a CDG game? Series of religious wars between Christians and the Muslims fought over the Holy Land, aka Israel. Brides of Dracula. That sounds like an RPG. Looks like an RPG. So it might be an RPG. Organ Fever. Fight amongst your friends to help Lopsy establish the city's completely legal underground organ trade. Didn't we already have a game like that? Spellcrafter. Collect letters to spell words. Oh. STL files. How many? Cypher solo. Solo role playing. D10 sword die. Nope. War cells. Complete set for a fast-paced skirmish games. STL files. Tabletop JRPG. Because, yeah, sure. Cocktail Roulette, a game of enjoyment. Tentacle Kitty, campaign critters. And Play Like Boss. I have no idea what type of game that is. And did we get everything right now? Yeah, because the other ones are STL files. So we're almost done. You have to do this. Yeah. Speedcycletta. A bicycle game. Do they use AI? No, it also plays one player, 1 to 5. Nice. Flat tires, bicycle crashes, busted wheels. So the last weekend was Paris-Roubaix. Oh, Paris-Roubaix. It's one of the toughest cycling courses out there because you still go over those small bricks roads. But what happened during that race is that the leader in the race, they got a full one thrown to their face while cycling at 50 kilometers an hour. Like, because there was a drunk fan next to it. So the tiles look a little bit like, yeah, sure, a little bit like Rallyman. But with crossroads, apparently. Why does it have a stop sign? If you have a cycling race, you don't stop. Everybody gets halted. Keep right. Animals on the road. Oh, I hope not. Cyclist tokens. Oh, we have a bus. We have a car. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's an official race if there are obstacles on the road. How to play, getting started, shuffle the tiles, start a track, place start time, build a track for 12 tiles long, finish track, shuffle, okay. Move an obstacle. If you have a pedestrian or an automobile obstacle deployed, you must move those first. Draw one more card. Up to hand of 7. Play or discard a card, move your cyclist, rotate unresolved affliction. So if you crash, you tumble, apparently, and then draw back up. Sounds simple enough. And then my story, that's just to get sympathy to, yeah, to make you back it, and it never works for me. Burnout. Okay, we have a Burnout. It's a print and play game, right? It's a print and play edition, and we still have a box. Enter urgent, cancelled, approved, vacation cards. Oh, I will only play vacation cards. How to win? Discard the file. It's a card shedding game. You have to burn through your cards. There is not much there. So they want €4. So basically, if one person pledges it, yeah, then it's being made. Just one person, like, yay! If one person backs it, it's already fulfilled. Okay, Crusades. A CGG. What does CDG stand for? Okay, it says AI, but I want to know what CDG stands for. Collectible dice game? Is it something? What does CGG for? 3 vs 3 CGG. What is a CGG? I've been doing this for years now and I don't know. Oh, no AI art has been used. Okay, thank you. But what's a CDG? Introduction. I'm looking, I'm no. Perfect gateway war game. Does anybody know what a CDG is? Because it's not being explained anywhere. Okay. CDG. Card driven. Thank you. Just say card driven. It's an abbreviation I never use. It's always a card driven game. You don't say CDG because it's a tongue twister. Only 29 euros. Yeah, if you're in the Europe, apparently. CCG, yeah, a CCG is collectible, but it's CDG, this card-driven game. I'm like, sure, CDG. Nobody says CDG because it sounds too much like CCG. Everybody says a card-driven game. Nobody abbreviates that. But they're Greek, so what do we know? They have their own alphabet, so. But at least it's something else than just your basic run-of-the-mill wartime in Europe type thing. Now we're fighting in Israel because that hasn't been done so before. Oh wait, it's still going on. I had one game that was for Kings of Israel, where you're one of the kings of a separate section before Israel became one thing. Well, Israel became one thing late, but yeah, 2 to 6 players. It feels more like a 2-player game, to be fair. You have the Christians and you have the. How many factions do you have in this game? So you have 4 Christian leaders and 4 Muslim leaders. Okay. Yeah, it's still a 1v1 game for me, but yeah. Organ Fever. Why do I have a feeling I've already seen this one? Creator. Or created. What else did you create? Oh, not Pledge, Rework, Living Data, Unisense. That's something totally different. And now they're coming with Organ Fever. Okay. Gameplay. Too much text on images. No side menu. Horrible page. It's not the best. And it shows. Fight amongst your friends to help Lopsy, and I'm guessing that's the rabbit there. Establish cities underground, completely legal underground. Yeah, because that's completely organ trade. Hey, you got one spleen? I have a liver for you. Nope. Spellcrafter. I love Art Nouveau kind of look of games. 2 to 5 flavors, 15 minutes, nice long. Cauldrons, familiars, moons, sigils. Unique cards. So basically you're creating words. I suck at word games. I really do. I try not to hate them, but especially when you're like me. These word games are mostly English. I play with people who prefer Dutch. Like, yeah, that game, does it work for Dutch or not? Does it only work for English words? How has it been play tested? Stuff like that. How to play, setup, the draft, the play, the score. Oh, that's easy. But it looks pretty. Cocktail Roulette, a game of enjoyment, a madcap adventure of a board game featuring all in good fun. There's a lot of text. I don't mind reading, but even how to play. Yeah, I don't like the font. It doesn't read nicely. It's unique, but it doesn't read. It's not a pleasant font to read. Games of enjoyment. Cocktail roulette. So yeah, basically if you win you have to drink something. Even this thumbnail, come on, it has text on the thumbnail. That doesn't work. Come on, people. I'm not a pro, but even I know better. Tentacle Kitty, Campaign Critters, 2nd edition. Cat's tentacles and super cuddliness. Legendary loot, I don't know. A worm. Tentacle Kitty, a worm is part dragon, part kitty, and part elemental force of cuddles. Fire worm, diamond worm, bonus loot. These are just cute little things, but yeah, wow, they have a lionish little one. Dark Knight, NPCs. Okay, the Manticore looks cool. And I have a feeling this is more an RPG with nice little stuffed animals than something else. So let's move on. Play like a oh my god, Karen, can you just ask the wizard why he isn't going on mission? And like, okay, nope. That's not something that convinces me. Let's see, where were we over here? Because now we're over at Game Found. We ended on Helldivers 2 last time, so let's open Synthetic, Asilo, The Green Conquest, Lunar Wars, Realm Reforged, Fairy Tale, Escape from Stalingrad Sea, Kilowale, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Dicemancy, which is the new game, solo game of the month. Basically, they do one solo game each month. That's Gabe Barrett. I got one game of them, I still have to play them, and the other one is coming this way, and that's a baseball game. I'm looking really forward to that one. Synthetic. How to play: you can run, hide, attack, overwatch, enemies, patrol, search, investigate, noise, alarm rises, and reinforcements enter. So it's a card driven game, a CDG as we learned. Tile sectors, cubes, walls, gear cards, and standees, because standees are good enough. Price 36, approximate conversion $23. That's shipment, right? Eurostera fee not included. They will be added to the total shipping cost when pledges are collected before fulfillment. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Okay. Asilo. Tabletop RPG, so we're skipping that. Steampunk. King Questers, each player embodies a clan leader of Dreammare Island. Your goal is to collect the 4 resources on the board a tremetium charged mushroom, an underground deposit, a mutant flower, and a tremetium crystal. The first player to collect all 4 wins the game. Sounds easy enough. Gameplay. Steampunk feels. I like the steampunk Cthulhu mix. Can attract feels, can sneak and poison enemies. I like the steampunky look. It's not for everybody, I know, but it makes it unique, unless painted. So, momentum. So if you have how far you move, that depends on your momentum. Create devastating synergies. Okay. Hunt the monsters of Dreammare. Yeah, I want to see more of this. It looks interesting, but I'm not 100% convinced yet. Because it looks cool, but is it really? I don't know. Look, a giant squid in it's basically a squid in a wheelchair. The miniatures look cool. This is a squid in a steampunk wheelchair. It does look cool. It does look cool. Then we have Lunar Wars. Oh, that's Russian. That's US. What are the boxes? 99 euros, 16.50 a month. So there are some new things to GameFound that I saw. There was one that's called Stable Pledge. I don't see it for this one, but some of them have that label, Stable Pledge. No, but it has Stretch Pay, but it also has Stable Pledge. So what they mean with Stable Pledge is that if something happens, you can get your money back. Basically, that's what they mean with Stable Pledge. If you want to get your money back, you can get your money back. Okay. Astro Miners. Refunds and cancellation. During the command, you may freely modify cancel. Afterwards, if you want to cancel the pledge, and before manufacturing stand, you may request a refund. So yeah, pledges made with stretch pay are not non-refundable. Yeah, because you did not fully pay for that. So there's one thing to consider. Looks cool. Miniature heavy, but it looks cool. I wish I could see more on how it plays. Stretch goals. Why back now? Highly detailed miniatures. Yes, sure, but I don't see a game board or whatever. So I have still no idea how this thing plays. See a lot of miniatures, but no game board. Realm Reforged. Well, talking about miniature heavy. 2 to 10 players. Holy crap, that's a lot of miniatures. Full physical set. Physical set is 50% off. Previously BLG for previously BLG backers. BLG being those are RPG figures. Okay, never mind. Let's continue. Fairy Tale. Okay, I looked at this one because it popped up on some of my timelines. Looks cute. 20 minutes per player, 1 to 4 players. I doubt it will be 20 minutes for solo mode, but sure. There's a nice 3 dice tower. And nice components, once painted, because they all come unpainted. So you have your little heroes, certain languages, not Dutch, but I don't care. Puzzle pieces, so you can create your own character. That's cool. That's a cool way of character customization. They have stretch pay, fulfill quests, plug and play, nice painted. So it comes. This is the box. This hexagonal log is the box. And these are hexagonal tiles, and it's 81 euros. Or if you want everything fancy, it's 169 or 69 every 10 months with stretch pay. It will be a little bit more than that because you also have to pay VAT and shipping. So thank you, Alexander Ryback. So they have a solo mode, so that's cool. Next to unlock, well, all the things already unlocked. Storybook, extra map tiles, blue core cards, linen finish, matte lamination on the box. Now they're looking for UV spot, linen finish for player tokens, and more stretch goals coming soon. Well, depends on how fast they're going. This one does look very, very pretty. Bookmarks, even the book is hexagonal. So yeah, nice little map tiles. Do we have a gameplay kind of video? No, not yet. Well, we keep scrolling. We're not there yet. Eliana the cat, Design on the pug. I know that if Ruel's gonna play this, it's not gonna be Sign on the pug, it's gonna be Mookie. Hector the gecko and Christian the hamster. And then combat boards. And then we have Naya the fox, badgers, beavers, rats, and stretch goals. And it's insert, so you have a tray for the miniatures, tray for the thing, and you put them all in, and then it has that magnetic seal while it folds around the edges. Treasure chests, hero baskets, nice gems, nice wooden components. Production wise, it looks cool. Option 1, choose your preferred board. After listening your feedback, we've created 2 box options for which feedback. 3-shade box. When backing at least the core players, you will be able to choose this type box. We will offer one for the core game and one for the 2 expansions. Or an all-inclusive rectangular box is a big box that can fit the storage on units like Calyx, and it can hold. Tempted to go for that one if I would. Look, you slide it in here, you see what powers it has. Oh, that's nice. Oh, production, it really looks cool. Ink wash. If you don't want to paint every miniature, ink wash is the way to go. Miniatures do look good. You have all the kitty cat, all the hamsters, the gecko, and other colorful folk that you can paint if you want. Read our rulebook. Only available in English, but yeah, that's basically. And play on Tabletop Simulator. It does have a table presence. It does look cool. Not gonna lie, that's really good. So yeah, 3-shade box. Then you have Winter Wonderland, extra rabbit, Big John the pig. We have more heroes and more other stuff. And we have raccoons and weasels. Oh man, this looks so cool to paint. Bangro, the wild boar. Moral dilemmas. Well, that's me. Do I back this one, yes or no? Map tiles from the side. So now we're losing a desert, rocky kind of thing, and we have islands on one other side. So Oh, the Chukonu, the guinea pig, Sheldon, the turtle with double L, of course, Sheldon. We have owls, bats, and Amadeus the hawk. And we have some gameplay videos, unboxing videos. And there's a solo mode, Eurozone, so all in pledge. Just add this little bit and that. Or pick up at Spiel for €9. Okay, that would be me. Pick up at Spiel. So, wait. I can pay for 10 months, but pick up at Spiel while I'm not fully paid for my pledge yet? That would be weird. Okay, this one looks pretty. Let's continue because we have more to look at. Escape from Stalingrad Z Reloaded. Award-winning Escape from Stalingrad Z 1 to 3 player solo co-op versus narrative campaign game of tactical combat against zombies in World War II. So basically you have a setup and you try to evade the zombies. Hi Dutch Anakin, how are you? We're almost done. We have just a couple more to go through. SS40s, nice pegboard. What's gameplay? So move 1, 2, 1. Okay, it says how much movement, then you can attack. You throw grenades. Kind of like sounds like a cool game. The other one, Hawaiian Folklore, and I'm butchering the name. I'm sorry. How to play? Oh, that looks busy. We will move around the volcano on the same island and pawn with a rondel. And once you have reached our destination, we will be able to do one of the 3 possible actions. Cut down the tikis in the forest, build a tiki in the volcano, or build a tiki on your island. And each way scores you certain points. Doing great, just found some series I can watch instead of gaming. Oh, I want to game less because it's a really big addiction. I know, I've been telling you for years. And you're like, no, I'm not. I can quit whenever I want to. Let's see, this is Cofre. Board Game Garden. Board Game Ramblings. Orimonk Studio, never heard of them. And Analysis Paralysis, that's the Spanish channel that is super popular on Twitch, by the way. That channel. This one looks interesting. And then we have the new solo game of the month. Tasmania Player 1. It's a solo tower defense game. If you know me, I don't like tower defense games. I know that the next T game by Board and Dice is a tower defense game, so I'm bending my rules a little bit, but yeah. But you're going to bed now, so good luck with the stream. I'm almost done. And see you tomorrow. Well, today, because it's already past midnight. So yeah, this is a tower defense type of game. Yep. Play cards, place bit of things, and this month's add-on, Quests of Coffee. I like Quests of Coffee. Reprint of the single that was available in March of last year. Yeah, I did not back that. I cannot back everything. Oh yeah. No, you always say to me it's tomorrow when we wake up. Yeah, but you say the opposite. Okay, do we see a fish? No. There's one thing I also want to look at. Did it just freeze on me? No. I see something moving here. I don't know what it is. Is it a fish? There is something moving over here. I doubt it is a fish, but I don't know what it is. I cannot enhance it, but there's something moving in the corner. It's a ghost. Well, it's a ghost in Utrecht, so I'm not running. You know how this ends? Oh, then it ends very well for me. There is something moving. You can say whatever you want. There's something moving there, but I don't know what. The picture is not clear enough, but something is moving in this corner. But there's a little bit discussion going on about this one. It's not live yet. So I love Neuroshima Hex. I really do. I don't play it as often on either my tablet, my phone, or anything, because I think it's more fun to play with people or against people, and I don't know many that love this game as well as I do. It's already out on Android and iOS. So a lot of people are like, why do we have this campaign for the PC version? Because the demo is also already available on Steam. I'm waving to my son. He's not waving back. Oh, now he is. He's not going to bed. He just left his bedroom. He lied to me. By the way, Neuroshima, only 25 years away. Should we be scared? This Hegemony, Borgo, Outpost, Moloch, I think those are the base factions that you get in the base game. And basically these are the normal faction board art. So more factions await, I know. So I am doubtful. If this has a proper solo mode, I might think of it, but it says real-time players rating on webpage. I don't care. 3D character tokens in a video game? Yeah, should be. Movable tokens? Duh. 4-player mode? Base game has that also, so should be. Does it have a 3-player mode? Because that's competitive ranked. I don't care, but I know there is a heavy competitive scene for Neuroshima Hex. Workshop armies, adding support of the community art. Steam Deck support, don't care about that. More soundtrack, always nice. Console version. But that's only when they reach certain things. But I do agree with people like, okay, that game is already out on iOS and Android. Why the PC version? Why ask for extra money for the PC version? And do we have crossplay? Can I play with somebody on Android or not? Those questions are not answered. So I will keep an eye on this one because technically it's a video game, but I will keep an eye on it. It's a video game of a board game. So let's look at my pick of the week. I was looking at this one. Is there an Xbox version? No, the console versions are a stretch goal. So there might be. I don't know. So this one looks interesting, but it's the first actual board game that they did. So, but it does look pretty. Only the how to play, I don't know how it looks, but this one does look pretty. But then again, this one looks amazing as well. The table presence alone on this thing. This one looks really, really cool. And it has a stable pledge. See, that's what I meant with stable pledge. That's a new thing that they have. So this project is part of stable pledge, and then learn about stable pledge. This project is part of stable pledge program. The creator guarantees a full refund to backers if the change in any price estimates after the campaign ended is bigger than 10%. Backers will be granted a 100% refund upon a request made within 30 days after the change announcement. Game Fund will pay back its provision to the creator, who is solely responsible for the refunds. And it says you can request a refund for any pledge level before June 23rd, 2025. And please note that the 20% fee will be deducted from the total amount you have paid by the time your refund is produced due to fees. So it says, and it's a little mixed bag, but I like that they are clear on this one. That they say, well, if we have to change our price and it's more than 10% of what you backed, you can request a refund. But then you still get a 20% handling fee. So I'm like, but yeah, this one does look amazing. Look at that. That just looks cool. So yeah, this is my pick of the week. Fairy Tale. It looks cool, a lot of, and I know it's miniature heavy. Didn't have to be, but it's miniature heavy. But this one, yeah, it looks just nice on the table and everything. So that's the pick of the week, people, which means that concludes my stream for today. Well, basically my stream for yesterday. Go big face mode. I will be back on Thursday playing this big boy, Kinfire Chronicles, starting chapter 1. I still have to decide which character, but I will be playing that on Thursday. So really looking forward to that. They said we cannot promise you get this one, and they did send me one. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm very thankful for Incredible Dream to send that one. So please be here when I open that one up. So that will be in 46 hours from now, approximately. And then that's it for the rest of the week. I only stream twice a week now because I have a lot of other stuff to do. So hopefully I see you then. Let's find somebody else to raid. Is Panda live already? I saw that Panda was going live, right? We're gonna raid Panda. Giggles, you are most welcome. I love doing these, and I hope it was a little bit positive. I know we started off with a very negative thing about what happened to Final Frontier games, and everybody lost their money. I have lost money on Kickstarter, but then it's because the company ran away with the money, moved it to a different account and fled and never responded whatsoever. The game did get made for Polish backers, but never for the rest of the world. So I lost 80 euros on that one. You know, 80 euros when life wasn't that, well, Kickstarters weren't that expensive. Panda Angel. We're gonna raid Panda. If you want, you can use my nice little raid emote. You have to be somewhat of a subscriber to be able to use it, or some level, I believe. It is a free emote, but if you are following, you can use it anywhere, I believe. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can use this one, and I will catch you all in 2 days, 2 nights. Bye bye.